Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. Ugh, wash my hair. It's eau de naturel again. Only this time it's not wet. It's just yucky. So anyway, deal with it. So how are ya? I hope you're having a great week. So anyway, I normally don't work in the office on Saturdays, but because she's not going to be there, I work from home on Saturday, and because she's not going to be there, I am taking her spot. Ugh. The hair, not the hair. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. I was like so excited when I woke up. It's like so exciting to see that it's like a beautiful day. They told us yesterday on the news and whatnot that it was going to be 71 degrees, and yeah, it was like 40, which I shouldn't. So I froze yesterday like all day I froze. So today I wear a sweatshirt all the time. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Anyway, like, I love my hair, but it also doesn't always, like, do what I say to. Doesn't always, like, follow the rules. See? Nothing follows the rules, mother. Oh, I didn't tell you about the ghost. Oh, my God. So I had a ghost. I had a ghost I wasn't sure about where he came from. It was not anybody I knew. It was a younger... Okay, so... Let me start. This should have been all about the ghost, not my bullshit. So, I was editing the video you saw about the demons. And the thing about that video was that when the girl told me the story, she said it was the devil. And I said to her, you know, I have a hard time believing, if there is a single devil, that that he gives a shit about your sister. Like, there are way more. I mean, I have no idea who she can influence in any way. Otherwise, like, I would think that it would be somebody who, you know, was I don't know. It just seemed odd to me that it's the devil, like the single devil, and not a demon. And I told her that. I was like, if I were to venture an educated guess, I would say this is some sort of demonic thing, not necessarily the devil. And her sister was very honest in saying, well, she never said the devil, but that's what she perceived it to be, the story that she told her. So they had called me that night while I was editing the film that is before this, the one about demons. So I'm on the phone with them, and she's there, the guy's there, she's like, they never come over together, but here they are. And she calls me and says, you know, what should I do about this? Like, here they are, they're being honest, they're sitting right in front of them. And so I started asking questions, and they wouldn't answer. They were like refused to answer. They just stared at my phone. So I'm going to try and see her at some point. But, so I said to Emily, you know, that they should start by rebuking this entity. So then we were texting back and forth after that, and I'm still editing the video of the story. And so I finished texting her, and my phone said it was, you know, going low. So I plugged my phone in, and I lay back down in bed, because I can, like, kind of lay on my side and edit on my computer, which is bed height. And behind me is the TV on mute. And all of a sudden I thought to myself, how did my son get in my room behind me? Like, it was almost like, for a second, a switch flipped, because I felt like I'm editing wide awake, nothing else going on. My room is completely dark other than the television and the computer light, and and the dogs are curled up. It's just like I was going to finish this video, crash out, post it in the morning. So I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, it was almost like I fell asleep, but I didn't. And literally, this is a second long, because the video of this is going on, and I'm like conscious of the entire, I was editing, so I was listening for things and whatnot. So it was almost like if I had to put a look to it, it would be like, all of a sudden I was like, and then I opened my eyes. I mean, literally that fast. Oh my God, it's yard sale time. I love yard sales. I love other people's stuff. So anyway, so it was literally like a second, there was no time involved. I open my eyes and think, how did my son get in my room and behind me without me seeing him? And I snapped my head around and looked, and there's to the TV behind me, there is a silhouette in front of the TV. He is hunched over so that I can, because if you would stand straight, all I would have been able to see of the silhouette would be his torso. I wouldn't have been able to see his face or something because of where the TV sits. So he's hunched over like on his side, kind of sideways, so I can see, he's hunched over on his side, like sideways, so I can see a profile and his shoulders and his arms. And he does this. He's standing to the side of me, and he goes, all right, I'll show you this. He's standing to the side, he goes, like 2. And it was very deliberate to me. It wasn't like something on the television, or like, it was very deliberate. Like I knew he was giving a message. I still to this moment not sure what the message means. If you have any ideas, please comment down below and tell me what you think the message means, so that maybe it's something I haven't thought of. But I'm giving you the whole backstory. So the first thing that comes into my and winks out, and I mean winks out like there was almost an audible electrical wink to it. Like it was a dark silhouette, and the last demon I had was a dark silhouette. Like it was like the emptiness, the void of anything, the vacuum of anything was the silhouette around the last demon, what I would consider a negative entity near me. Was also like it was punched out of reality. I don't even know how to explain, but that's the best. I'm not a scientist. So, like, I look behind, and he's standing there, and he's slightly moving, so I see him perfectly. This isn't like a shadow, although it could be like shadow people, because I've had those too, but shadow people are almost like see-through slightly. This guy was solid as a rock, but he was black. It was just the blackness, and behind him was the television screen. So it literally shocked me, and I'm good with like ghosts approaching me. I've seen them during the day, during the night. Like, I've seen ghosts many times. I'm not a medium. They don't really speak to me, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't get their story just by looking at them. Maybe if I read on them, use some tools. Sorry about the lighting. It's just like early morning Saturday and sunny. So, he's like punched out of the world between the end of my bed and my television, which isn't far. There's no depth. Oh my God. Okay. This is terrible lighting. Hold on, let me see what I can do. I gotta watch 95 for a second. My kids hate that I do this. They're like, oh my God, I can't even watch. I'm like, do you think I'd put it up if I like fucking smashed the car? But it's my kids. when I've seen ghosts, let me go back. When I've seen ghosts before, I told you I've seen many ghosts. When I've seen ghosts before, I find them to be actually like a benefit to me. It reinforces the things that I believe about energy and how it doesn't die and how we don't die and we just transform. Okay, so that's one. And two, usually these ghosts are very benign, like they don't do anything, and I've been seeing them forever. You know, my sister smells ghosts. It's funny, like I see, she smells. But anyway, and I never really get a feeling that they're there to even scare me necessarily, you know, like they're just kind of making themselves known. So I mean, you know, surely it's shocking when it happens, but I don't like get super scared normally. But when I saw this guy, I got scared. It was like the fear ran icicles down the back of my legs. You ever have that where you watch somebody fall and you get the same feeling in the back of your thighs and your legs? You're like, ugh. That's how I felt. I turned around and looked at it, and it just ran up me like from toe to face. And it took him that long. I had to get, like, it ran up my body, and I was like, what the hell? And he did and he almost did it like okay, I would say like a ref or something, but it was definitely like, you need to see this. Chew what? So, and then he winked out, and when he winked out, it was very charged. It was very ozone-like. He winked out like you were turning off a TV. Like there was almost like a brightness to his edges and then out. And there was nothing different on the TV behind him to create that, by the way, because I'm pretty good at examining stuff. I wish I had the camera turned the other way on, because I would have loved to have caught that one on film. You know, I've seen some people catch stuff on film. Most of the time, what I've seen on film, not always, but most of the time what I've seen on film, it doesn't really look like what I've experienced. So, not that I discredit it, you know, maybe it's different, but I look at it with a little more scrutiny. But this was exactly like the last negative entity that showed up years before. Like he came in the same form. I don't know if that means there's a certain place they're coming from. I don't know, but he was there. And I thought the first thing I thought after he was gone, and I turned on my little light by my computer, because not that it would dispel anything or get rid of anything, but I wanted to be able to see in case he came back or was still standing there. Although I have to admit to you that it felt like when he winked out, he was gone. Like I didn't feel him. And I felt him the first time. I was like feeling him behind me. It's crazy. Anyway, I don't know what it means, but it did happen while I was talking about the fact that this demon is near my friend's sister, and on the video coming out of my computer. So like I did wonder if like I did something to offend. So what I did was I went, and right after that, I actually didn't do anything that night. I went to sleep. But the next day, I mean, I finished editing, did what I said I was going to do, and thought about it. But the next day, I did a sacrifice to any spirits that are around me. I let them know I don't understand and didn't mean any harm, and certainly didn't mean to discredit if this is, you know, whatever. And I went through a whole, I humbled myself at my altar, because who am I to say, well, that couldn't be the devil, or that couldn't be this. I don't know who it is, but you know, and I certainly don't want to ever profess to know something that I don't. I'm going to try really hard not to be like that. Like, oh, that was definitely this or that, or, you know, who knows. But there is someone there, and there is a message for me that there is someone there. And there's a message for me that I don't understand. So this weekend, on top of everything else I want to do, I want to look up what, other than peace or victory, what does this symbolize? Because that's, and especially when you make it like a 2, like that. 2, or peace, or victory. I don't know. If you know something I don't, like esoterically, especially when it comes to like, I would say like demonic things or just entities that can be around you, please comment below, because I need some help and some answers for this girl and her sister who I'm not taking it on necessarily, but I'm the only person they know that knows anything about this. So they're, you know, well, the sister's looking to me for help. And I don't want to not be able to help if I can. So right now we're just kind of letting it go, seeing if anybody else comes up. And if I get visited again, I'll let you know. But yeah, it was an interesting day that day. And we'll see. Comment down below if you know anything about this that could help me. Or if you've dealt with like demonic things. I'm going to put this on the cauldron, because I really do need people's help in finding out what I should do, you know, what to do and how to handle it. I am not I wouldn't know how to exorcise a demon, but at the same time, I'm sure there's a way to handle this that wouldn't put her at risk and me at risk. Like, I don't want to do anything that's going to damage something either. So I'm kind of at a loss as to how to go forward. I'm going to read up and study, but in the meantime, this girl is doing things like getting strange tattoos on her. She's speaking quietly to someone. She's doing like a little crazy things. And when I say crazy, different than what she was doing before. And her sister's biggest thing is like her aura has changed. And her sister's not even like into the same stuff as me. I mean, she's just a regular down-home girl. But she says to me, like, her aura has changed. So, you know, I watched for stuff like that. I mean, she's a layman. She wouldn't know. But that's what she said. She's like, the feeling you get from her is completely different right now. So she wants, you know, this girl is a mom and has a life. And I don't know if this is interfering or enhancing. I just don't know yet. But if you have anything that you can give me to help me that you've experienced with the number 2, with demonic, I'm gonna say possession on the boy, and like following someone like that on the girl, please comment down below. Give me all the help you can, because I need help right now. I really need help, and that's what's gonna be the title of this. It's like, I need your help, so please help me. Anyway, love you guys. If you'd like to follow me down the rabbit hole that is my life, hit the button down below and subscribe. I don't even care about thumbs up. Just give me any comments, any help that you can on how to remedy this situation. And I love you guys. Manifest something good in your life. If you know it, believe it, think it, feel it, you can get it. So manifest something good. I love you guys. Bye.